Okay, my name is Sturgeon. Everybody knows me as Daniel as far as my friends and family. I'm here tonight to give my testimony and how I came reunited back with Jesus. Um, I was raised in a fairly decent family, church-going grandmother that when I was younger had me saved and baptized. But it was so long ago that I really don't remember being baptized. So I'm hoping and looking forward to getting baptized here soon. I've lived my life these past 15 years somewhat as a person that I never thought I would be, or a person that my grandmother raised me not to be. When my grandmother passed in 2005, my life went down a shambles. I was going through a crisis with losing her, and I never really paid attention to where I was going. My crime started when I was a teenager. I was in and out of foster homes, well not foster homes, but I was in and out of group homes and juvenile detention centers. And I caught my first felony when I was 17 years old, which was forgery. And after I caught my first felony, it was like I was plagued by trouble. Trouble just stayed with me everywhere I went. I went to prison at a very early age, and when I lost my grandmother, like 6 months before I lost my grandmother, I walked in, I was living with my uncle, and I walked in from work, and he was laying there on the couch, dead, and he pretty much died right there in front of me. So I had no place to turn to after he died because my grandmother was in a hospice at the time, and she was always my go-to, and then I had my Uncle Thomas. When them two passed out my life, I felt like I had nowhere to turn but back to the streets, and I turned to a life of crime and a life of drugs. I started picking up on the drugs real heavy after my grandmother passed away, and I was sentenced back to prison after I committed aggravated assault on a family member. To this day, I regret doing the crimes that I've done, but they have made me who I am today and brought me closer to Jesus. I committed an aggravated assault on my cousin, and I felt horrible about it because I could have killed him, and I could have killed a little girl that night as well. I went to prison for 3 years, and I never really got away from the life of crime. I just kept going and going and going, and I learned how to sell drugs. And while I was selling drugs, I got so lost in the way of life that I couldn't tell which way was which. All I knew was I had a lot of friends, I had a lot of money, and I liked it a little bit too much. So about a year ago, I got caught selling drugs out of my house, and I got a lot of people in trouble with me at that house. And I also did a crime that I had already committed one time before on a family member. I pulled a gun on him and shot at him, and I feel if I didn't have the drugs in my life that I never would have done that because my grandmother raised me a lot better than that. And I think about what she would be thinking right now, or right then, as when I did the crimes, what was running through her mind. And I knew the things that I was doing wasn't right, but at the point I didn't care. I just wanted to sell drugs and be somebody I wasn't. That night that I shot at a family member, I was so high that I didn't even realize what I was done until after I'd done it. In the split second, I lost pretty much everything I owned for the third time. due to drugs and a life of crime. And I went to Turner RSAT, and while I was there, I lost somebody that was very important to me. And I just want to make him proud and show him that I can be a better person. And I want to be a better person. I lost my father due to diabetes. He went into a diabetic coma. When I got the phone call, I was looking at a 15-year sentence. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I was losing my best friend. I pled out to 15 new fours, suspended upon completion of RSAT. I went to an RSAT program, and while I was there, I was reunited with Jesus. And I dedicated my life fully back to him. And I know that it's because of him that I have a second chance at life. And I want to thank all y'all for listening to me and giving me an opportunity to speak. I want to thank the River for giving me this opportunity. I know I have one more chance at life, and I can promise you that I won't mess it up.